Hey, it's Gamble, and I'm here with Stuart Willis. Stuart, is it important for a client to have a relationship with his advisor?
Well, a lot of people don't.
Zona Sports, the local sports leader.
Today's game is presented by State Farm. Look, a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And boy, does State Farm Stadium look sweet tonight. The Cardinals with their sandblast uniforms. It is one of the coolest sights. I love the all black back in the old days on Thursday night of the color rush uniforms, but the rivalries uniforms that the Cardinals are wearing as good as anything they've had in 24 years of doing this. The bird head at midfield with that sandblast color along with the red trim, and then the end zones with the Arizona flag. This is awesome and will look great on TV tonight on Prime Video as the Cardinals take on the Seattle Seahawks. KQ, you hinted at the Cardinals throwing the ball more. We're both hearing that. The Cardinals are going to throw to run tonight. So for Kyler Murray, what does that look like? Because there have been times where Kyler has held the ball too long. Other times where he's thrown it, guys have not caught the ball, including Zay Jones, who's out tonight. But had he caught that ball last week, the Cardinals are 3-0. Marvin Harrison had a couple of drops, of course, as well.
Yeah, the biggest thing is getting the ball out on time, and I know it's easier said than done, especially against this front, because they are going to try and wreak havoc on him. I think with Kyler, we've seen him at his best when he likes to play backyard football, right, Dave? I think his biggest thing is he knows how good of an athlete he is, and he knows he can get out of something, and then when those plays break down, you lose people in coverage, and he might be able to make a play downfield. But having said all that, I think tonight they're gonna have good rush lane integrity. So he has to be very careful about that, because they're gonna rush wide and try and push the pocket and try and keep them within the pocket.
If you're Seattle, you're Mike McDonald, you're thinking, okay, they're going to try to give Marvin Harrison Jr. some touches early on. If you're the Cardinals offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing, what's your philosophy on that? Because we have not seen them run, simple wide receiver screens for Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah,
so how do you get him the ball?
Yeah, the interesting thing is if you think of the old Belichick way, hey, we're going to shut this guy down. They don't need to do that because they have that good of a defensive line. They can sit there and just play zone coverage, drop 7 in coverage, play a couple linebackers across the middle and put Devin Witherspoon in as your nickel, and now you got 5 really elite defensive backs back there and keep everything in front of you. So they don't have to do anything special. That's the beautiful thing about their defensive line.
You mentioned the D-line. You've played against Jaron Reed. You've played against Leonard Williams. What is the strength of each guy, and what kind of challenge does that present for the Cardinals offensive line, which did not play well last week? We'll talk about that on the other side as the Cardinals and Seahawks square off in about 10 minutes here on the Cardinals Radio Network.
Cards fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Bird Gang and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cardinals games or to any other live event in Phoenix, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Arizona Cardinals. SeatGeek.
Hey Cardinals fans, stay locked in the action with the BetMGM Second Chance. Just bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Make this season unforgettable with BetMGM, proud partner of the Arizona Cardinals. Catch every game at the BetMGM Sportsbook at State Farm Stadium. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Arizona only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP.
Did you know you can get 2 hot dogs for just $4 at AM/PM?
Wait, can you mix and match flavors?
Duh. I just got the new Al Pastor sausage and a classic AM/PM dog.
Wild. What will you tell me next? That a hot dog's not a sandwich?
It's meat between bread, dude. It's the definition of a sandwich.
Grab 2 hot dogs for $4 and large fountain drinks for 89 cents at AM/PM today. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Plus tax where applicable. Prices and participation may vary. Terms and conditions apply. Large AM/PM fountain cup available in Washington, Oregon, and California. Extra large fountain cups are available for 89 cents in Arizona and Nevada markets.
On February 21st, the Arizona Cardinals Foundation will host the first ever Cardinals Climb. State Farm Stadium will transform into a mountain-like experience with trail-inspired routes for all ages and abilities, raising funds for 4 organizations benefiting Arizona's special needs community: Barrow Neurological Foundation, SARC, Special Olympics Arizona, and Treasure House. Registration is open now at cardinalsclimb.com. Help us make a difference, because together we climb higher.
AQ Shipley here. I spent 12 seasons protecting quarterbacks in the NFL trenches, and I know the importance of protection. That's exactly what Emergency Air delivers, protection. If you've been told you need a new air conditioner or furnace, don't get ripped off. Go to emergencyair.com now to book a free second opinion and learn the truth about your current system. As the official AC heating and plumbing partner of the Arizona Cardinals, they're the home team you can trust. Go to emergencyair.com and click book now today.
Arizona Cardinals football, Arizona sports, the local sports leader.
Cigna Healthcare is proud to sponsor the Kick for Kids program for the 16th year. For every successful Cardinals field goal, Cigna Healthcare donates to the Arizona Cardinals Foundation, with this year's proceeds benefiting Excel. We were talking before the break about the defensive line for Seattle. You played against Leonard Williams and Jaron Reed. Chip, give me your thoughts on each guy and the challenge they present to the Cardinals offensive line, which struggled last week in San Francisco.
Yeah, I played 10 games against Jaron Reed. We'll start with him. He's the Grizzly vet. He's 10 years out of Alabama, right? And they drafted him in the second round to Seattle back in 2016. He is very strong at the point of attack. He's not going to get you a bunch of sacks. He might get some on some twist stunts, but he is very strong at the point of attack. Great run defender, smart Grizzly veteran. Let's talk about the big cat, Leonard Williams. He is the guy. He is who they have built this entire defense around. They've traded for him. They've made a point to make him the focal point. He's an absolute monster. He's extremely long, super long arms. He can win in the pass rush. He can win in the run game. The guy's an absolute stud. Got to stop him tonight.
All right, on the other side, they've got an offensive line with a first-round pick out of North Dakota State in Gray Zabel, and a college free agent from North Dakota State last year, Jalen Sundell, their starting center. The Cardinals pass rush. Can it put some pressure on Sam Darnold, who over the years, even though he's coming off an all-pro caliber season with Minnesota, he will turn it over?
There's no doubt about that. I mean, I remember playing for Coach Bruce Arians, and he used to always say when we would play Jared Goff in L.A., hey, listen, he's going to throw us some. You just got to catch them when they come to you. And it's this very same mantra when you're playing Sam Darnold. But they have done a nice job in this new offense where they brought in Clint Kubiak as their offensive coordinator. They're doing a lot more play-action pass. They're staying involved in the run game, which is not putting as much pressure on Sam Darnold to be a drop-back passer and beat you that way. So I think the biggest thing is you got to stop the run first. If you stop the run, now we can let those guys eat on third down and get Calais and Josh Sweat and all these different packages.
How much of what we saw from Darnold last year was real? How much of that was Kevin O'Connell and Darnold coming back to the pack this year? Because this guy was a first-round pick. He was very talented coming out of USC, but obviously struggled early on in his career.
You're starting to see a lot of that right now with a Sam Darnold, a Baker Mayfield, even Carson Wentz last week. Obviously, Kevin O'Connell seems to be the guy that's doing a lot with those guys, right? And also out in L.A., McVay did a nice job with Baker Mayfield. The biggest